Hey, so I'm not here to freak anyone out today. This isn't one of those videos that tries to scare you into making some huge change in your life. That's not what this is. But I'm going to give you something to think about today. Because what I'm about to tell you might change the way you drink your coffee or other hot beverages. It did me. Uh, Not because coffee's bad. In fact, it can be great for you, actually. The problem is it's the cup. So let me explain. But first, I'd really like to get to know your thoughts on this as we go along. If you could drop a comment and tell me, have you ever thought about what's in your coffee cup? I'm talking about what's in it, other than coffee. Do you re-microwave your coffee when it gets cool in the cup? Have you already switched to reusable cups? I'm experimenting with this topic to see if we should go deeper into stuff like plastic utensils, food containers, that sort of thing. So, your feedback really helps shape where we go next with this because there's just not a lot out there about it, at least here in the United States. But there is out in other countries, there's a lot of research about this. So let's get real for a second. Most of us drink coffee every day. For some, it's a couple of times a day. Maybe it's your favorite part of the morning, and we grab it to go. It comes in a paper cup. It's from Starbucks, it's Dunkin', a gas station, wherever. We sip it, toss it, and move on, don't we? But here's what most people are not thinking about: these cups aren't just paper. They're lined with a thin layer of plastic, usually polyethylene, to keep the liquid from soaking through. And here's why that matters. That plastic lining can start to break down when hot liquid hits it, especially with very hot drinks. And some studies show, or at least are showing, that microplastics, tiny particles from that plastic, can leach into your coffee. You're not just drinking coffee, you could be drinking trace amounts of plastic too. So maybe it is reaching into the coffee. I don't know, but the correct word here is leaching. Now, let's break this down a bit more. What are we doing about this in the United States? Honestly, not much. I couldn't find much at all. Very little research at all. Almost no regulation at all. Most people have no idea. Now, let's look at Europe. Over there, they're already regulating these cups. Some countries are banning them for in-house use. They're funding studies, they're pushing compostables and reusables. And here's the big difference. Europe has actually done research and found valid concerns about the plastic linings in these cups. So, in many cases, they've started taking action, not just to protect the environment, but to protect their citizens from possible health risks. They're taking it seriously. Here in the United States, we're not taking it serious. It gets worse. Yikes. Some people reheat their coffee in the microwave with the same cup. These cups are not made for that kind of heat. Microwaving can break down the plastic lining even faster. They're basically steeping coffee in hot plastic. Yuck. Now, to be fair, a lot of this is still being studied here in the United States. So we don't fully know what the long-term effects are of drinking microplastics daily for a lifetime. But what we do know is concerning. Microplastics have been found in blood, in our organs, even in the human brain. And here's something a lot of people don't even think about. If you add cream or milk to your coffee, to that hot coffee, especially when it's really hot, that fat and the creamers can actually increase how much plastic leaches into your drink. Fat acts like a kind of a solvent, and combined with heat, it pulls more of those chemicals from the cup lining. That's concerning. I can't believe I only recently learned about this. And we haven't even talked about the environmental side of this yet. Over 16 billion, that's billion with a B, disposable coffee cups get thrown away each year. Most of them are not recyclable because of that plastic lining. So even if you toss it in the recycle bin, chances are it's going to the landfill. That cup you held for 15 minutes could take decades or longer to break down in the environment. And let's talk about cost. The real quick, just here real quickly. Let's think about this. These coffees we grab every day, they're not cheap. $4, $5, $6 a pop. That's over $100 a month for a cup. That's gone in maybe 15 minutes after you drink it, and could be harming your health and the environment too. What can we do about it? Hey, there's a simple answer. Start using a reusable cup. There you go. There's one right here. And you can keep one in your car or in your bag. They have a variety of types that include lids. Um, so you want it to be steel or glass. So small shifts, big difference. So again, I'm not trying to scare anyone here, but I am saying this is something we need to pay attention to. And there definitely needs to be more research. The coffee is not the problem here, or the hot drink. The cup is the problem. So maybe next time you grab one, just pause for a second. Think about what it's lined with. Think about what it costs to you and to the planet. And if you like this video, you might also like the one I recommended over here, or it could be over here. I'm not sure. And don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on this subject. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll look at maybe providing more information on this subject in the future. Thank you for watching.